Work-life balance, no such thing. Little controversial, but I don't believe in work-life balance. If you look at work-life balance, what that means is when you work, it sounds like that's bad. When you have your life peace, it sounds like that's good. Especially in medicine, it's very difficult to have what they call work-life balance. Now, there is work-life integration. That's how I look at it. So you have a continuum of what you do during the day. You go to work as a physician, you come home as a parent, you come home as a significant other or a spouse. How do you integrate those things? And how do you find time for each of those activities and each of those, if you will, hats that you wear, right? Because at some point you're a physician. At some point you may be a parent. You may be a sibling. You may be a significant other. How do you go ahead and integrate those times, right, during the day that allows you to be present in the moment depending on what hat you're wearing? Those are tough things. Because I'm sure all of you as physicians have been in the situation where you're at your kid's play, you're at a concert, you're at a sporting event, and you're glued to the phone. You're checking all the latest labs, right? What you're doing is you're not integrating. You're not taking that time that you are switching your hat or doing a transition. Life is composed of transitions. What do I mean by that? When you're at work, you're driving home, that's a transition. You're changing who you are or what role you're actually playing. If we're good at transitioning and being present in the moment for what we're supposed to be doing at that time, that's where our work-life integration becomes important. And that's where we start appreciating the different aspects that we have of life. So learn to control your transition. When you're driving home, decompress from the work that you had. Just before you're going into the house, as you walk through the threshold or turn off the car, transition into that new role. That role as significant other or parent. Those are important because if we continually allow work to consume us 24/7, there is no integration. There is no ability to do the other things that we need to do. It's the same thing with physicians. I remember when I was chief medical officer and we were working on our Press-Ganey scores. One of the things that I taught the physicians was, as they're walking into a new room, use the threshold, right? The door frame, if you will, to transition. Leave all of the encounters you had with the other patients outside that door. Understand AYA, right? Awareness, intention, action. As you're walking through that door, what is it that you want to accomplish? You should do the same thing at home. When you're transitioning and walking through the door, what is your AYA? You're aware of your present moment. What's your intention for the interaction that you're having with your wife, your husband, your kids? And then go ahead, take action to accomplish that. That takes a little bit of planning, but it makes those moments more memorable and gets you connected into what you're actually doing for life. If we just go through blindly without it setting any intentions for what we want to accomplish in things, life becomes kind of meaningless and we tend to burn out more. You should be doing that with everything. If you're going to make a phone call, before you start dialing, what's your intention for that call? You're aware of the moment. What's your intention? What actions do you need to take? Those are those transition zones that make each of those encounters extremely important and extremely meaningful. Learn to control those transitions. Same thing for a big meeting. I know a lot of times as physicians, you have all kinds of ward meetings, department meetings, etc. A lot of times we don't prepare. We don't spend that little bit of time for awareness, intention, and action, what we want out of those meetings. We go to the meetings without even looking at the agenda, without even understanding what is it that we want to accomplish. If you prepare a little bit and understand what's the intention, what do I want to get out of this encounter, you're controlling your transitions and you're making your life a hell of a lot more meaningful. Otherwise, you're just going through the motions and you're letting life happen to you instead of you making life happen for you.